We've all got one, right? That go-to story for why we are the way we are. It was my parents. It was my school. It was that one time I got rejected or totally bombed something important. We're taught that our past is this script that we're forced to follow. But what if that whole story is just a convenient excuse?
Okay, let's get right into it. This quote from psychologist Albert Ellis, that's the whole game right there. See, the past doesn't just get to live in your head rent-free and screw up your life. The real issue, the thing that's actually causing the disturbance, is something you're doing right now, in this very moment.
And look, let's be real. Bad stuff happens. People can be absolute assholes. Life isn't fair. We are not for 1 second denying that what happened to you was real and that it sucked. What we are doing is challenging the story you keep telling yourself about it. Because that's really all it is. It's not some fixed, concrete thing that has you in a chokehold. It's a story. And guess who the narrator is? You. So, let's break down how you've been writing it. This slide right here completely flips the script on everything you thought you knew about your feelings. We all live by the myth. A bad event happens, that's A, and it directly causes us to get upset, that's C. Simple cause and effect. But the reality is, there's a huge, game-changing step in the middle, your beliefs at point B. The event doesn't make you upset. Your beliefs about the event are what's really screwing with you. And that's the key, man. Whatever happened way back when, you're the one still hauling it around. You took that event, you filtered it through your own personal rule book about how the world must be, and you created the anger, the anxiety, the depression yourself. Now, that's not to beat you up. It's the exact opposite. It's to empower you. Because if you're the one who created it, you can be the one to dismantle it. All right, so if it's our beliefs that are the real enemy here, let's get specific. Let's put these beliefs under the microscope and see how this whole ABC thing really works. You know, it really is this simple. A is the thing that happens, the activating event. C is how you feel about it, the consequence. But B is the belief. It's the middleman. It's the engine that turns a simple event into a full-blown emotional catastrophe. Check this out. The event, A, is your parents criticizing you. The consequence, C, is you feeling rage. The story you tell yourself is, my parents made me furious. But the real cause, the thing that lit the fuse, was your belief at B. They must not criticize me. See that? That rigid, absolute demand? It's not failing the big game that crushes you. It's the ironclad belief that I must not fail. Ellis had a killer term for this. He called it masturbation. It's our incredible talent for taking a totally reasonable desire, like, man, I'd really like to get her number, and twisting it into a tyrannical, universe-breaking demand. I absolutely must get her number or I'm a total loser. This is the fundamental mistake we make. Okay, so we've diagnosed the problem. It's these irrational beliefs, these demands we place on reality. But, just knowing that doesn't really do a whole lot. So how do you actually fix it? This is where you go on the attack. You add a D and an E. D is for disputing your irrational beliefs. You don't just notice them, you actively fight them. And E is the prize, an effective new way of thinking that's actually based in reality, not on your bullshit demands. And how do you dispute them? By interrogating them like a criminal. You got to get in there and ask the tough questions. You think, I can't stand this? You hit back with, really? You literally can't bear it? Or do you just not like it? You think, this is awful. You challenge it. Is it truly awful, like a meteor hitting the planet? Or is it just really, really unfortunate? This is how you tear down the whole rotten structure. Now, when you really start doing this, when you start disputing your own bullshit, something powerful begins to happen. It stops being some intellectual exercise, and you start building a completely new mindset, a way of dealing with the world as it is, not as you demand it to be. This right here, this is what that new philosophy sounds like. It's not about pretending bad things didn't happen. It's about radical acceptance. Yep, that happened. I got treated like crap. Tough shit. I survived. Man, there is so much power in that. You stop fighting a war with your own history, and you just acknowledge it. Part of this whole thing involves forgiveness. But let's be absolutely clear what we mean by that. It does not mean forgetting. It doesn't mean you excuse what they did. Forgetting is weak. It's letting them off the hook. Forgiving is about you. It's about accepting that they were flawed, screwed up human beings. It's about letting go of your hate for your own damn sake so you can stop drinking the poison. So this is the end game. This is the ultimate takeaway. You don't try to erase the past, you learn from it. You accept the reality of it, and you forgive the people who wronged you, not for them, but to finally cut yourself free. So here's the bottom line. The actual events of your past, they're written in ink. You can't change them. But the story you tell yourself about those events, the meaning you assign them, the power you give them over your life today, that story is being written in pencil. And you're the one holding it.